Hi, I'm Alan Lee, the host for today's cooking demonstration at Chinese Cultural Center of Greater Toronto. We are very fortunate to have Chef Frankie Young, a renowned Chinese Chiu-Chow Cantonese cuisine chef in Toronto, to cook for us. Well, to give you a bit of background, Chef Frankie has over 50 years of experience in Cantonese and Chiu-Chow cuisines. He's also an expert in food carving. He has given cooking demonstrations on TV, radio, and internet. Well, without further ado, let's find out what dish Chef Frankie will cook for us today. Hello, Chef Frankie， 你好。係。今日你同我哋準備咗係教我哋整咩嘢食咧？
今日咧，我哋做呢個係潮州餸嚟嘅。係。啊，咁呢個潮州餸咧，我哋叫做彩帶玉龍卷。彩帶玉龍卷。係。OK， 咁彩帶玉龍卷，個名就好靚啦。係。咁我哋睇下有咩材料啊？你可唔可以介紹話俾我聽呢個餸用咩材料啊？嗱，我哋呢個材料咧，其實咧我哋係用煙肉啦。咁咧就有蘆筍啦，咁有蝦啦，有帶子，咁同埋有西蘭花添。哇，好豐富！好，咁請我而家將你啱啱講俾我哋聽咧，變做英文，咁請每一個人都可以知道嚟緊你會教我哋整一個幾咁好味嘅嘢食。好啊。Okay, Chef Frankie today is going to make a very, very interesting dish, and is very healthy as well. So the name of the dish, let me think. Well, I'm sure that you guys have tried the Japanese dragon roll before. So this one is called Cantonese style or Chiu-Chow style dragon roll. And the ingredients are indeed very simple. Basically broccoli, bacon, scallop, shrimps, and asparagus. 好 ，Frankie， 咁或者你而家可以示範俾教我哋點樣個過程係點做啦？好啊，嗱，而家咧首先咧，我哋咧就係將個煙肉咧，咁煙肉咧，我哋本身買嘅時候咧，我哋盡量咧買啲咧均勻少少嘅。嗱，我哋將佢咁樣鋪長佢先。係。嗱，咁我哋本身嚟講咧，嗱，我哋呢度咧做2次嘅3條先啦。OK， 好啊。嗱，我哋咁樣擺咗落去。Okay, so I guess first of all we rolled out the bacon and just lay them flat on a plate or on a chopping board. 好啦，落嚟咧，跟住咧我哋咧就擺蘆筍啦。So now we're putting the ingredients one by one. I guess we start off with the asparagus. 跟住我哋擺蝦啦。And then shrimp. 好啦，落嚟咧，我哋可以擺帶子啦。And then bacon。呢個係帶子嚟嘅。Scallop。係。Oh, and then scallop。好啦，跟住咧，我哋咧就用隻掃。And then we use a brush. And what is that？呢個係生粉嚟嘅，係麵粉嚟嘅。麵粉開水。So this is basically flour and water is kind of like a flour paste. 好啦，嗱，而家我哋咧將佢搽咗落去嗰條 bacon 嗰度。Oh, and then you spread it on the bacon. 呢個作用咧就係要嚟俾佢黐實佢，唔好俾佢甩啦。Okay, the reason why you're doing that is so that it will stick. It will, when you roll it up, it will stay in place. I see. Okay. 好啦，嗱，我哋搽好咗之後咧，跟住咧嗱，我哋而家接咯啊！接嘅時候咧，嗱，我哋將佢拉行佢先。Yep, you pull it。咁樣用隻手，嗱，咁樣向後拉。Okay。嗱，咁樣慢慢，嗱，咁樣。And then you just roll it slowly and steadily。咁一路轉。Oh, I can tell because I can see that now that the flour paste is used as like a glue to hold them together. 嗱，咁點叫做得好咧？我哋就唔俾呢啲料咧走咗出嚟嘅。Oh, okay. Okay, one thing that Frankie gave us a tip is that to make sure that all the ingredients are neatly and nicely nested inside the bacon. 同埋咧，我哋包嘅時候咧，嗱，我哋可以 向後慢慢拉佢咧，佢就會越嚟越緊啦。咁咧包起上嚟就會靚好多噶。
Oh, I see. So as you roll it, you can pull back the bacon so that it will become tighter. Ah, very interesting.
嗱，我哋將佢向後嗱，咁一路拉咧，咁佢咧本身嚟講，同埋我哋兩隻手指咧 hold 喺呢度咧
，OK，
咁佢就唔會走出嚟。
So you can also use your fingers to kind of push the ingredients back in to make sure that they stay inside the bacon. Well, as you can see, nothing comes out of the bacon. Everything is inside the bacon.
嗱，咁我哋而家咧做咗呢個過程之後咧，咁我哋下一個步驟咧，我哋就要預熱一啲油咯喎。
Okay, so after you do all this, then we'll heat up the oil. Well, to get ready for the next step.
呢個餸咧，其實咧，除咗係好食之外咧，即係都好有睇頭嘅，或者係宴客啊、剩啊都係好，即係都幾靚嘅。
Oh, Frankie just said that this dish not only it tastes great, it also presents itself very nicely. So you can use it for any kinds of function, I guess, as an hors d'oeuvre or as an appetizer or as an entree. It's all good.
好啦，嗱，而家我哋做好咗啦。咁我哋落嚟個步驟咧，我哋係點咧？我哋咧就係將啲雞蛋同埋呢個嗱，呢個係生粉嚟嘅。
Okay, so this is potato starch, and so we have potato starch, and that's egg.
好啦，而家落嚟咧，我哋咧就將個 bacon 做好嘅 bacon 擺咗落去嗰啲雞蛋嗰度先。
Okay, so we dip the roll into the egg, and then
嗱，跟住咧我哋就擺咗落啲生粉嗰度。
Oh, and then submerge it in the potato starch.
咁咧嗱，我哋呢個咧，就個生粉咧，我哋揦個生粉嘅時候咧，我哋盡量咧唔好俾嗰啲肉係走咗出嚟嗰個煙肉出邊啦。
Okay, so another tip from Chef Frankie is that when we put the roll in the tapioca starch, we have to make sure that the meat will stay inside the bacon, just not to squeeze it too hard.
嗱，咁點樣做可以防止佢係唔出嚟咧？嗱，我哋咧就係將佢滲咗上，但我哋將隻手 hold 少粉喺度，
係，
跟住咧將嚿嘢擺上去，但我哋將兩隻手指喺頭尾揸住佢，嗱，將啲粉滲落去，咁跟住咧我哋咁串佢啦。哦，咁咧佢就令到佢嘅頭尾咧，佢又唔會走出嚟嘅。有粉係嘛？係，佢最主要係要做呢個步驟。
Okay, now I learned something new. This is very delicate. So basically, you put some potato starch on your left hand, and then you roll it. As you roll it, as you can see, Frankie is using 2 fingers to hold both ends to make sure that everything stays inside. And at the meantime, the both ends will also be coated with the potato starch. You can see that, of course, Frankie can do an excellent job because he has over 50 years of experience, but I guess practice makes perfect. So you can see that Frankie is gently rolling everything, and the whole bacon is fully and evenly coated with the potato starch. Well, I have to use the word gorgeous.
好啦，嗱，而家我哋咧就做好咗啦，咁我哋咧就預備咗啲油咧，我哋一陣就擺落去炸啦。
Okay. So now we are waiting for the oil to heat up, and then we're going to deep fry the roll. Okay, Frankie 啊，咁我哋而家炸呢個卷，通常會你點知道有一個問題就係你點知道嗰啲油咧已經係夠熱咧？
嗱，如果我哋通常炸嘢咧，我哋最簡單，我哋用一啲竹嘅筷子，係，嗱，我哋擺落去，嗱，你睇到咧，如果佢有撲上嚟啦，嗱。係咪？嗱，你睇到佢有撲嘅，係有撲上嚟嘅油溫咧就係夠噶啦，夠嘅應該落嘅時候。咁呢個係中溫，咁啊大約係有70度到啦，嚇。咁呢個度數。咁好啦，咁 咁我哋呢個時候咧，咁我哋可以將佢擺落去。擺嘅時候咧，我哋因為油嘅問題咧，我哋最好喺個邊嗰度擺落去啦。咁就唔會咁容易整親手啦。即係喺個邊嗰度跣佢落去。OK。就唔好喺中間嗰度落。係。啊，咁我哋盡量就喺個邊嗰度咧，因為如果佢邊嗰度咧有得掟住咧，咁就會安全好多。Okay.
I just asked Frankie a very a question that probably a lot of you may have. Whenever you cook at home. The question was, how do we know if the oil is hot enough? So, Chef Frankie suggested that the best way to tell if the oil is hot enough is to stick in a chopstick, a wooden chopstick, into the oil. When you see that the oil starts bubbling, which means it is hot enough for you or for us to deep fry the whatever we want. Okay, and also another tip from Frankie is that when we put the roll into the hot oil, we try to slide them in from the side. As you could see how Frankie slide every single roll into the oil. Because in this case, when you slide them in slowly, you can avoid all the oil splattering or splashing, or you may get burned. Okay, so that is a very useful tip from Frankie.
好啦，嗱，我哋而家點樣為之炸到佢係好咧？嗱，咁我哋本身嚟講咧，嗱，我哋將佢嗰嚿嘢，你睇到佢已經硬身啦。咁如果你係唔舒下佢咧，咁我哋用隻手輕輕捏下佢咧，佢避夠硬咧就避得嘅。
Okay. So Frankie said that how do we know that the roll is done? So what we can do is to pick it up. Well, you don't use a finger, you use a chopsticks or a tongs. You take it out, and you kind of touch it and feel it, and see if it is firm enough. When you feel it, and if it's firm, then which means it's almost done. 阿 Frankie， 我想問，裏邊嗰啲蝦同埋個帶子咧都係生嘅。
我哋本身咧
因為係已經熟咗嘅啦。
焯一焯水。
哦 ，OK， 好 ，OK。Another useful tip from Chef Frankie. Okay, remember that the shrimp and the scallop that we use inside the roll. So he kind of blanched those ingredients first. I guess the reason is being, in this case, it will make it a lot faster to completely cook the shrimps and scallop. Frankie， 我想問你焯大概焯幾耐㗎？嗰啲蝦同帶子？
嗱，我哋咧就係揾煲熱啲水，就倒落去個帶子嗰度，就唔係將啲帶子擺落去烚，或者啲蝦擺落。
OK。
咁咧大約浸幾耐咧？你通常咧有5分鐘、6分鐘，嗰啲帶子就熟㗎啦。
個蝦咧？
個蝦都係。咁你本身嚟講咧就唔係擺落去烚。係，咁你嗰個蘆筍咧都係焯一焯佢。
哦 ，OK。
咁就可以㗎啦。
Okay, so Frankie said that actually when you boil the water, just water, and then you add the shrimp and scallop as well as the asparagus. You just kind of you don't need to boil them because you don't want to overcook the ingredients. What you do is you just, after the water is boiled, you turn it off and just let them soak in the hot water for about 5 minutes. And then, because you're not really boiling them, you turn off the heat already, then it's kind of a little bit like poaching. And then it will be cooked. Plus, right now we are deep frying them. So that is how you make this dish a lot more simpler. Okay? You soak or you poach the scallop and shrimp and asparagus for about 4 or 5 minutes before you wrap them inside the bacon. Okay.
好啦，嗱，而家我哋睇到咧，嗱，佢本身咧，而家話我哋咁樣攞嚟咧，佢已經係硬身啦。係。係硬身啦，你發覺佢硬身啦，咁啊已經係成個煙肉係熟晒㗎啦。已經熟晒㗎。係啦，咁我哋咧就可以喺呢個時候咧，可以，因為咧，如果嗱我哋炸嘢咧，我哋本身嚟講咧。我哋中餐啦，我哋通常咧會點樣咧？我哋係會炸咗一次之後咧，滗起佢。係。滗起佢之後，就等啲油再熱翻嗰陣時咧， 我哋再倒落去炸多次。
哦，即係炸2次。
係，咁點解要咁做咧？你咁樣咧會令到啲嘢咧會脆啲嘅。你炸任何食物咧，我哋都係喺中餐嚟講，我哋嘅師傅都係會咁做嘅。
So Chef Frankie just gave us a great tip to when we deep fry food. We always double fry. So you deep fry the first time, and then you take them out, let it rest a little bit, and then later on you put them in the fry, to deep fry it again.
Yeah.
The reason or the logic is that whenever you double fry, food will become a lot crispier. He was saying that because the first time we deep fry it, temperature will drop a lot. And then the second time when the oil temperature is hotter, we fry them again. So in this case, whatever you make will be a lot crispier and tastier.
Yeah.
Thank you.
嗱，而家咧我哋啲油咧就滾翻啦，咁嗱我而家咧就可以再一次咁倒翻落去啦。嗱，你睇啲油咧就係比先油再熱翻嘅喎。
Okay.
嗱，咁我哋再倒翻落去。
Okay. See, this is the second fry. It's just to make the food even crispier. So usually it's about like 2 or 3 minutes. So now about 3 minutes, you can see that Chef Frankie is scooping everything out. Okay. So now we basically just empty the fry pan of oil.
好啦，咁而家咧我哋就有兜梳士啦。係。咁呢兜梳士咧，我哋叫做西汁啦。
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so Chef Frankie now is holding a bowl of sauce. It's kind of like brownish color, and the name of the sauce is called Western sauce. So my question is, what's the secret recipe for this sauce? Frankie 我想問呢個 sauce 係點做嘅咧？嗱，如果我哋喺屋企咧，就係2份嘅茄汁。OK。2份嘅茄汁就1份嘅 HP sauce。係。跟住咧，我哋俾半個茶匙嘅茄汁落去，咁就等於呢個西汁啦。Okay, now I get the secret recipe for this Western sauce. So it's very simple, actually. Is 1 part of tomato ketchup. 2份茄汁。No, sorry. 2 parts of ketchup, 1 part of HP sauce, and half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Yeah. So now Chef Frankie is going to cook the sauce. Chef Frankie, 我哋要啲 sauce 仲要煮㗎係咪？我哋啲 sauce 咧就嗱，而家溝咗之後咧，係跟住煮一煮佢就變咗咁㗎啦。哦，你溝完之後再要煮一煮。係煮一煮佢。Okay, sorry. There was a major step that I kind of missed. Is that after you mix the sauce, you have to cook it a little bit. 你使唔使煮到佢滾起嘅？唔使嘅，我哋只不過煮佢溝勻佢嘅。Oh, okay. The purpose is not you don't need to bring it to a boil. All you need to do is to kind of like heat it up so that it can mix a lot better, so it can mix well. Okay. 好啦，嗱，而家我哋將啲 sauce 擺落隻鑊度。需唔需要油咧？裏邊？唔需要，因為呢隻鑊咧，我哋正話炸過嘢。係。所以真係用翻嗰隻鑊。哦 ，OK。嚇。So we don't need any oil in the fry pan for your information。咁咧嗱，而家咧我哋咧就係本身嚟講咧，睇嗰啲 sauce 咧就俾佢要滾一陣。OK。So now we cook this sauce。嗱，你睇到啲 sauce 咧就慢慢會結㗎。OK。As we start cooking the sauce, you will see that the sauce will start thickening up. 嗱，咁而家咧，我哋咧，譬如滾一陣之後咧，我哋可以落少少嘅生粉，開少水咁樣。OK。嗱 ，Chef Frankie， 你頭先整嗰個生粉芡係咪生粉芡啊？就係。OK。So Chef Frankie, in order to further thicken the sauce, he prepared a little bit of the potato starch mixed with water and add it into the sauce. 嗱，你而家睇到我哋嘅 sauce 上嚟咧，係咁樣嘅。哇，結咗好多啊！係嘛，係流利嘅，係咪？係啦。Oh, you can see that it's a lot thicker now because he cooked down the sauce plus. 嗱，而家咧我哋咧就將我哋嗰啲炸好嘅倒落去啦。Okay. So now he just added all the dragon roll into the sauce. and keep tossing it。
咁呢個時候咧，我哋就兜勻佢。
OK。哦，咁全部嘢都有汁啦。係
啦，嗱，咁我呢個時候咧，我哋最緊要留意咧，就唔可以俾佢喺個鑊嗰度太耐，因為咧，如果太耐咧，佢嗰啲嘢就會軟翻啦，因為佢入邊有啲酸嘢喺度咧，佢就好快軟啦。咁我哋一兜勻咗之後咧，我哋可以熄爐啦。
Okay, so after you toss it, you try not to leave the roll in the wok for too long. Okay, so all you need to do is just to toss it, mix it well, and then you turn off the heat.
嗱，咁我哋而家咧可以倒咗佢上嚟一個碟度先。
So now we set aside.
好啦，咁落嚟咧，咁我哋咧就準備咗一個碟頭啦。碟頭咧，其實咧我哋有兩種嘅做法。係。嗱，呢一種咧係我哋咧就我呢度咧就係挑咗一條龍咁樣嘅擺設啦。咁另外咧，我哋咧就可以用一個圓碟，一陣我哋用有另外一個擺設可以俾大家睇嘅。
Okay, so now Chef Frankie is going to show us two very interesting and creative ways to do the plating. One, as you can see from here, there's a beautiful carrot dragon sitting here, which he's gonna plate it. And another way is more like my way, which is more amateur. We just plate it on a plain plate, okay? So 咁我哋而家跟住點做啦？
嗱，而家咧我哋啲西蘭花咧就係用水、油、鹽去灼咗佢，灼熟咗啲西蘭花佢，跟住咧我哋就將佢擺咗落去個碟嗰度先。
Okay, so Chef Frankie prepared the broccoli. So he basically he blanched them. When you blanch the broccoli, he added salt, oil. That's it, salt and oil, and just to give it a bit of flavor, and then you cook the broccoli. You pre-cook the broccoli, so now you can see that all the broccolis they're all cooked already, and he is putting everything right in the middle.
好啦，嗱，而家我哋咧就將佢擺咗個底嗰度，咁我哋咧就令到個底平咗先。好啦，跟住咧我哋咧而家咧就係將先頭我哋曲好嘅、煮好咗嘅西蘭花擺好咗之後咧，嗱我哋可以擺佢彎彎地嘅喎，即係唔需要話即係一定係直嘅。
So I guess right now Chef Frankie suggested that like when you place the broccoli, you can place it in whatever way you want. You can either do it in a straight line or you can do it a little bit curvy. So it depends on how you want the dragon to look like.
嗱，咁我哋而家擺落去嗰陣時咧，我哋本身咧嗱先頭有啲汁嘅，咁我哋咧就要將嗰個煙肉咧喺啲汁嗰度碌一碌啲汁佢，係，咁咧就等佢有啲汁喺度上咗落去，咁就會靚好多噶啦。
Okay, so as we start plating the dragon roll on the broccoli, just make sure you roll the rolls a little bit to make sure that the roll is coated with sauce. So in this case, I guess it's more aesthetically appealing because it tastes better too.
咁樣咧，呢一個餸咧，其實嚟講咧，我哋喺屋企嚟講咧，你整嘅時候咧，可以開頭整，臨人客嚟嗰陣時咧，我哋先至去炸都可以嘅。
Okay, so one good thing about this dish is that you.
Go back to one good thing in a second.
Okay.
One good thing.
Okay, one good thing about this dish is that you can pre-cook all the dragon rolls first because you can always heat it up later. When you heat up the sauce, you put all the rolls in the fry pan, and that will be the time to reheat all the rolls. So it's like a two-step process.
好啦，咁嗱，我哋咧呢一個咧就係擺咗一個好似我哋擺酒嘅士大佬嗰個肉龍卷出咗嚟啦。
So now this is the finished product. It looks so good, and trust me, it smells amazing. Well, now chef is going to teach us the easier way to do the plating, because I'm sure that a lot of us we don't know how to carve the dragon. So now 你可以話俾我哋聽點做啦。
嗱，我哋將個西蘭花執咗落個碗嗰度先。
Oh, it's a bowl of broccoli.
嗱，跟住我哋吸落個中間嗰度。吸落個中間嗰度。
And then you turn the bowl upside down.
跟住我哋揭開佢。
Wow, that is gorgeous.
咁好啦，嗱，我哋將先頭嗰啲肉龍卷炸好嘅咧，我哋擺喺個邊嗰度。
係。So now I guess he's arranging them one by one, surrounding the mountain of broccoli.
咁樣咧擺咧，咁我哋就簡單好多啦。
Yeah, this is a lot more simpler. It's more like my level.
嗱，如果我哋喺屋企咧，我哋咁樣擺咧，咁我哋咧就會好簡單。
哇，好靚啊！哇 ，I think this is really good looking too. 多謝晒 Frankie， 今日幫我哋準備咗呢個咁靚，同埋我相信會係好好味嘅肉龍卷。係啦，咁就或者我哋而家可以試一試啦，因為我都等咗好耐啦。
我哋希望大家中意，又係可以翻去咧，就可以試下啦。係咁樣。好
多謝晒 Frankie， 拜拜。
拜拜。
Today I just want to say thank you to Chef Frankie that he specially prepared the very simple but yet creative and yummy dish for us. This Chiu Cantonese style dragon roll. Okay, so looks good. I'm sure that it tastes good, and we have good source of protein. We have a lot of broccoli, which gives us fiber, and we also have, we'll get a bit of everything. So let's just dive in and try it out. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.